In this video we're going to look at springtime celebrations. So there's various ways you can actually find the resources that you need in Purple Mash. So here we have the subject areas, so if I scroll along here I get to celebrations and faith. So I could click on there for instance, and I could go and have a look. So I could go to Islam here and I could say I'm wanting to look at Ramadan and Eid. And then I've got a series of different activities that I can look at. Now, if I open one of these activities, you'll see it's opened up with an introductory area where there's more information about Ramadan. Also, I have a template here. Now, notice there's lots of sort of editing blocks on here. This is because we're in teacher mode at the moment. This isn't what the pupil will see. So if I want to adapt this resource for the pupils, I can see I've already been given a think about. So I might think, well, let's have a little look at what's under here. So there's some writing tips, when is Ramadan, etc. Now, if I decide that I don't want one of these, I can edit it. I can just take it off. I can add new tips. If I decide the children need speech support, I can click on the record button and I can say Ramadan occurs during a specific time in the Muslim calendar. When is that? Do you remember? And that will have added audio. So if I look at it in child view, can you see I've now got an audio button as well. If I go back to being the teacher here, I can also change any of these. So if I don't want this one, I can just bin it and take it off, or I could add new ones. I can save this as a separate file to use again if I wish. If I want to pre-add pictures, I can click in the pictures area there and I can just choose an image. So I might want one of those, it's already there, and OK, and that will have added it into the activity. If I want to put a sentence starter in, I can put that in ready for them. If I click out of it, I can zoom out again. If I want to add a checklist, have you remembered to? Can you see there's a checklist button there? I can just click on that and I can add a checklist here. Now there's some pre-made ones I could use, or I could just make my own. So I can add things that they need to remember they must do, and again, as I did before, I can add speech support in that. I can change the writing tips, and I can save that as a separate file. Once the work's been saved, I can simply click here and share it and set it as a to-do. If you want more information about that, just look for the little how-to video guide in the top corner there. So I got to that resource by just looking in here, okay? But I could just as easily use the search button. So if I put Passover in there, it will find resources for Passover. And you can see, for instance, here there's some activities including build your own animation. So in this one, it's starting you off with the 10 plagues. And then the children can build their own. Another way of finding resources is to click on the teachers area where you'll find all your sort of planning documents. But here it's a very useful tool called the calendar. So if I click on the calendar here, I can scroll on down. So here is March, and if I'm looking here in April for Vaisakhi, I just click on the link and I've got the resources straight away that I might need. So there's various writing activities, there's also video here as well. So that's accessing materials that have already been built, but you might want to make your own. In that case, you could go to the tools area. You could go to sort of to publish. One of my favourites is page border. In this app, if I want to add a border, I can just click add. I could, looking for something for Easter, Maybe I want these Easter eggs, and it will appear around here. I could draw in here as well, and it would reproduce it all the way around the edge. It would draw those around there. And if I wanted to put a background, and then I can simply save it, and once it's saved, share it, set it as a to-do, as a task. So you can make your own, and if I'm in early years, I can simply go to the early years area, into Minimash. Now you can see over here, there is what we call a pin, so that's a set of resources that have been pinned to the front screen. You can move that down if they're working on a whiteboard, but if I want to change that, I just click the Minimash button here and I say Edit Pins. I might want Easter, so I'll have a little look down here. Now, if I click the I button, those are the downloadable resources to use with Easter, but if I want to add Easter onto here, I just go Add. If I star it, it'll be the first thing they see. And then when they click on the Easter button there, they could do maybe a paint project. There's an Easter egg there. They could adjust the width of the brush here. They could do their own designs. And then they can just save it to their tray. In this case, I put pictures on their trays, it will name it and date it, save it straight in. Next child can then use the resource. If you want to make your own activities for Minimash, you can just click on the big Minimash button there and select Teacher Tools, and in here you have a whole set of templates to create your own festival activities if you need more, or you want to put your own pictures and text in. You can save these to a tray, and then you can pin those to the front as well. This was a very quick video to just show you some of the options for finding resources for spring festivals. If you need more information, why not book a Mash chat?